Is BMT hard?
Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to our YouTube channel, Mastering the Basics, helping you have a healthier, happier, more successful life. If this is your first time watching any of my videos, welcome to our channel. My name is Abby, also known as Airman V. I'm an active duty Air Force emergency manager, and I make YouTube videos about fitness, the military, finances and money, and of course, personal development. And today, I have another military video for you guys. Specifically, is Air Force BMT hard? So before I can give you an answer as to the Air Force BMT and whether it's hard or not, I must first give you some background information on myself. I joined the Air Force when I was 26. I had been working out since 18. All I did for working out throughout my entire life was primarily just lifting. So at the age of 18, I started lifting. I was about 163. I worked my way up to 193. At some point years later, I bulked from 193 to 223. Then I did a cut from 223 down to 193. And as years went by, I stayed within the 190 range. With that being said, I did not do a lot of cardio. So just to give you an idea as to where I stood before I joined the Air Force, when I was running my mile and a half prior to joining, I was running the mile and a half at about 16:30, 17 minutes, which is a total fail for the Air Force BMT. Fast forward to the end of BMT, I was running my mile and a half in 10 minutes, 11 seconds. So I joined the United States Air Force in 2019. I shipped out for BMT in January 8th, and I was out of BMT by March, heading towards tech school in Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri, Army base. Okay, so now that you have a little bit of a background as to who I was before I joined and what was my physical fitness, let's talk about BMT and whether or not BMT is hard. I want to specifically split this up into two different sections, one being physical fitness and the second one being mental toughness, right? So is BMT hard from a physical standpoint? So BMT was not hard for me at all from a physical standpoint. Mind you, I did join with a little bit of a background in physical fitness, but I did not join with good cardio. So when it came to running, I was not good at it at all. I did, however, ran before BMT for the last 2 months before joining BMT. I went running like once a week just to gauge my time, just so that I could start getting used to running and get my chins ready for that. But like I said, I was still running a mile and a half at about 16:30. So BMT was not physically hard for me at all. So if I had to rate it from a 1 to a 10 as to how hard I think BMT is, I will probably give BMT somewhere between a 5 and a 6. And I would give it a 5 to a 6 because, like I said, BMT was challenging but not hard. So in my opinion, in my personal experience, if you go to BMT, if you follow the plan, if you do what they tell you, if you try your hardest and you push yourself, it will be challenging. It will be challenging, but it will not be hard. Because as the weeks go by and the program increases in intensity, you will see yourself getting better and better. So is BMT hard? For me, no, not at all from a physical point of view. Now let's talk about the other point of view. Is BMT hard mentally? The mind games, the emotions, homesickness, and missing your family and friends. So for many of you, this is going to be your first time away from home. You're probably a lot younger than me. You're probably joining straight out of high school or maybe after college. So you're probably in the range of 18 to 21, 22, 23. And I joined when I was 26, so let's keep that in mind. However, that was my first time away from my family for a prolonged period of time without communication. So is BMT hard when it comes to the mental challenge and mental games that they play with you? I think it's a little bit hard. I think it's a little bit hard because most of us have not experienced anything like it. Most of us have not been put to the test the way they put you in BMT. It's very stressful. It's a very stressful environment, primarily because you have to work with other people who sometimes are not willing to listen to you. And if you're a dorm chief, an element leader, or if you have any role to help out at BMT, you tend to be a little bit more stressed out. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't try to, because in the challenge is the growth, and in the growth is your success, right? So I would definitely still recommend shooting for a position at BMT that helps you grow. So if you ask me if BMT was hard mentally and I had to rate it from a 1 to a 10, I will probably give it somewhere between a 6 and a 7. That came to a surprise for me because I didn't think it was going to be that hard. But I think the stress of being pushed around, the stress of getting yelled at, the stress of working with other people, the stress of having to learn a bunch of stuff on the daily, the stress of pushing yourself mentally and physically every day adds up. And sometimes at BMT you will cry, and sometimes at BMT you'll become extremely frustrated with other people, and sometimes at BMT you'll feel like there is no hope for you. But do understand that is part of the game, that is part of the process. They are testing you mentally, they are challenging you mentally, and they want to play those mind games with you. This is my advice to you. Don't overthink it. Don't be freaked out. Don't get scared. Air Force BMT, it's not hard. It will be challenging, but not hard. For some of you, this will be the biggest challenge you will experience in your life. And for some of you, this will probably be something that will change your life forever. I guarantee you, it will change your life forever. It will give you new insights in life. It will give you new experiences. It will give you new knowledge, and you will learn so much, and you will be challenged. But BMT is designed to help you get through. It's designed to make you better. It's designed to get you to graduate so that you can go on to active duty Air Force, reserves, or guard and do great things. If you run a little bit, if you do push-ups and sit-ups before you head out, you'll be just fine. You'll smoke probably the majority of people. You will come out ahead. You might get Thunderbolt or even, Warhawk? You might get Warhawk. So do your push-ups, do your sit-ups, get out there, do your running. If you haven't seen my other video on Air Force BMT tips, highly suggest you check that out. It's got some insights as to what are some basic things you can do and master before heading to BMT to set yourself for success. So overall, from a 1 to a 10, is Air Force BMT hard? I would give it about a 5 or a 6 overall. That's my point of view as a 26-year-old who joined the Air Force in January of 2019. If you have any other videos that you want to see from me, from my point of view, from my experiences as a 26-year-old who joined the Air Force, highly suggest you go ahead and drop comments in the comment section, and I'll try to make a video for you as soon as I can. I'm trying to stick to a once a week video. However, I've been sick for the past 2 weeks, so I was out. We're back. We're looking forward to making more videos, and I'm here for you guys. So anything that you need, go ahead and drop a comment in the comment section. Go ahead and send me a DM on Instagram. I will post my Instagram name on the screen so that you can follow me and we can connect. And hey, get out there, get after it, do great things, do your push-ups, do your sit-ups, do your running, and I guarantee you, BMT, it's not hard. It'll be challenging, but it will not be hard. You'll make it through, you'll graduate, and perhaps you'll do even better than I did. Alright guys, before we head out, I want to do a roll call, so go ahead and drop a comment in the comment section. Don't forget to give this video a like, and remember, your healthier, happier, more successful life starts with mastering the basics. I'll be seeing you in the next video. Peace!
I'm way too tired.